Okay, first thing I just wanted to point out is if I go to open the file, you'll notice you don't have the the extension on the end. It should say, really it should say .ma, but either .ma or .mb. So if I go to save this, you know, like that, and then I can choose either, um, well, now I'm on open. Let's go to save. So let's go to File, Save Scene As. And you'll notice it puts in the extension for me. So just leave that there. And if it's Maya binary, it's going to put an MB on it. If I switch to Maya ASCII, it'll put an MA on it. And don't change that or delete it. Just leave that on. Um, and yeah, let's just take a closer look for this one. I think you beveled the whole thing rather than picking the appropriate edges. So I would hit select on the edge editor and delete that. And instead, what you're going to want to do is right mouse click, choose edge, double click that, hold down shift, double click that, control B for bevel, and then adjust the fraction and segments. And you see you get a much cleaner model. So you see you have all these extra edges here that aren't necessary. So and the same is going to be true here, where you did the whole object rather than only selecting the edges that define corners. So you'll only want to bevel the edges that define the corners. See if it lets me delete this now. Select and then delete. Yeah, and so if I isolate this, I'm just going to hit isolate, select there. Um, and in a case like this, you might want to just select all the edges and then deselect the ones you don't need. So I would do select convert selection to edges, which is Control F10, and then just deselect the ones I don't need. So for example, if I hold down Control, let's look at it from the top. I don't need all those inside ones. If I go to the front view, F for frame selected, hold down Control. I don't need these or those. Just holding down Control, which deselects. Oops, somehow deselected that one, but we do want that one. But yeah, the rest of the ones I have selected define a corner, so now I can do Control B and just that, to how I want it. And you see you have a much cleaner, simpler surface. You don't have all those extra edges. So, and yeah, this one can be beveled too, but again, just select the edges that define a corner. This could probably be a little wider. What's going on here? Got two on top of each other there, so we probably don't need that extra one. Is that the case here too? Yeah. Did this get beveled or something? You definitely don't need to bevel a sphere, so I'm going to hit select and delete, because with a sphere I can just hit 3 and it's perfectly smooth. Yeah, and again, you can bevel that edge around there. Maybe this inside edge here. Well, for this one, I would. Whoops. Right mouse click edge and double click that, and then Control E for extrude and push that in, so I have like that inside surface. And then I might take that and bevel that as well, just a small. Oh, didn't select all those. Yeah, so, and then again here where you've beveled the whole object rather than selected edges. So if I again hit that, select, delete, and then you're just going to want this, and Control B for bevel, and then adjust. And then once again, yeah, you get a much smoother, cleaner surface. So I think, yeah, mostly good, but just some, additional touches, some missed bevels and some incorrectly done bevels. But besides that, it's looking pretty good.